Okay, so we're here talking about financing. This is for the first-time home buyers. This is the first video of a series of videos we're going to be doing. I'm here at Guild Mortgage in Carson City with Kyle Rush, the loan officer.
Hi, guys.
And I'm just going to go through the process. Kyle's going to go through the process of what it takes to start the home finance. Start the process of purchasing a home. So, Kyle, I'm a first-time home buyer, and I'm a little nervous coming into your place because I don't know what to expect. Take it away. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Dennis, nerves when you're a first-time buyer, absolutely justified. I mean, we're going to go through a lot of information, and I want you to understand that process doesn't have to be as stressful as a lot of people make it out to be.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is that I want to help you plan and solve how we get you into a home so we can create wealth for your family and change you into a long-term buyer instead of a first-time buyer.
Okay, so I come in, we have an appointment, what do we
We'll
do?
sit down, we're going to look at a few major things. The biggest criteria that I'm going to analyze when we first meet has to do with your debt to income ratio. So what kind of money are you making? What kind of debt do you have?
Okay.
We're going to be looking at your credit scores. We're going to be talking about your employment, the continuity, consistency, and stability behind it. In other words, I've really got to prove that you've been stably working for 2 years. Doesn't mean you have to be with the same employer for 2 years. No, we can work with that, but I need you to have a pretty consistent work history for the last 2 years. We'll also talk about assets, savings, 401ks. So the best thing to prepare for meeting with a lender is to basically take your tax returns, your bank statements, and have a good idea of what your income is and where else you may have investments. And that's going to give me enough information to delineate which type of program works best.
Okay, so when I come out of here, will I have an idea, let's assume my credit's good, will I have an idea of what I can afford? What kind of
Yeah,
price?
absolutely. I mean, my expectation when I meet with a client is to not only get the qualification completed so we know what your affordability is, but I want to create a level of education around the loan programs, because as you go through this process, you're going to meet coworkers, friends, family. They're all going to tell you what they did to get a home. And I think it's important to have enough confidence and a level of empowerment on the choice you made so that you don't second guess yourself at that point, because each client's different. And doing this for the last 20 years, that's one thing that I can absolutely vouch for is no two loans are the same. And so I try to create a high level of education, but I don't want that to sound intimidating either, because it's absolutely about a 10 to 15 minute initial process to go through those options.
Okay.
And then I need about an hour to figure it out from there, depending on yours or the hypothetical client's complexity.
What happens if I don't have a down payment, a large down payment?
There are programs to help with that. So we work with the USDA, which is 100% financing. We do loans through the Housing Authority, which provides down payment assistance for closing costs and down payment. We also work with the Housing Division out of Reno, so we have options for that.
Okay. What happens when we sit down and talk and when you run my credit and it's just not that good?
Well, in reality, 70% of the clients we talk to aren't ready to buy the day I meet them, which means I've got to be good at planning. So I'm happy to go through that credit, tell you what you need to do to maximize those scores. If it's something where we've got to increase them to get eligibility, or do we need to increase them a little bit to get a better deal? Either way, we're happy to help figure that out and give you a defined plan on how to do it.
So when I leave here, and let's say my credit's good, and I leave here, and you tell me I'm going to afford, let's say 300,000.
Absolutely.
Am I ready to pretty much go look at homes at that point?
Yeah, at that point, if you come in prepared with your paperwork and we're able to get that figured out, which happens the majority of the time, we're going to call Dennis Lindsay and get him out shopping.
Okay, well, good. That takes care of it for the loan process. We're going to see you on the contract process next.